Ciao Birkenstock fans, today we're going to talk to you about clogs. No, this is not a Boston clog. It's a wannabe by Cushionaire. I like to call them Fakenstocks. But in this case here, they actually use their own name. They actually use their own name, Cushionaire, and they don't pretend to be Birkenstocks, but they do copy the Birkenstocks. And there's been a lot of hoopla about these ever since Boston clogs went viral on TikTok, and now you can't find them anywhere, and Birkenstock doesn't have a lot of them in stock now until later this summer and fall. But I wanted to go over this shoe here. All the reviews online said that this shoe here for $40 was just as good as a Birkenstock Boston clog. So I thought, well, I'll invest $40. Let's cut it apart. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's made of. So in looking at it, you can see that the Birky Buck is thinner than the one from Birkenstock. And it doesn't really have that Birky Buck feel, but it has that matte finish. The buckles, if you look at it, telltale sign of a fake Birkenstock, even on the ones that have used the Birkenstock name, is a rivet to hold the buckle on. A lot of the fake Birkenstocks, like I said, they use the Birkenstock logos and everything. They always rivet the buckles on. That for sure is a sign that it's a fake. Or the staples are really thin. Or they'll use a microfiber top, but it says all leather. How can something be microfiber and be all leather? Obviously it can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat this up at 300 degrees for about 15 minutes. And once we do that, then we'll be able to go ahead and pull it apart with our trusty pliers. So, ding! Oh, I think the shoe is ready. So we had this one heating up, and as you can see, it comes apart pretty easy. The sole, this EVA bottom, is really a cheap EVA bottom. It curled all up and got as hard as a rock under a little bit of heat. The upper, which has this cloth liner, which Birkenstocks do not, and that's just to hold it onto the cheap bottom, which we'll get into in a second or two. So the upper is made of this man-made material. It's very thin. Let's unhook this so that it's easier for me to cut. We're going to go ahead and cut this right down the middle here. My trusty scissors. We use a lot of these. Even after you sharpen them, they're still not quite the same. So we buy a lot of them new. So here's the upper. It has a felt backing on it. It has this fake buck skin on the outside. And it has the rivet and the strap. On this side is the buckle, which also has a rivet on it, which is traditionally not something Birkenstock would do. And this foot liner that goes underneath. So this is the sole. The average person in looking at this would think, wow, that's a cork footbed, right? Wrong. This is a plastic footbed that's molded. As you can see, this is put in a plastic mold. Plastic is injected in there, and then it dries and forms. The reason why they make it like a beehive is because it takes less plastic to do that. So that's why they have all the cutouts. And if we removed all of this cardboard, we would see more cutouts throughout. So let's take our trusty knife here and make some room. And let's cut apart the faux soft footbed. So let's cut this. Bear with me, I'm trying not to cut my fingers. Okay. There we go. All right, more beehive. You'll be able to see it now. So as you can see, there's lots of beehive holes in there. That would make it very hard to glue together. That's why they put this cardboard on the bottom to cover up some of the beehive holes. Cardboard is lightweight, covers up the holes, and then you can glue on top of that. Because otherwise all the glue would get stuck in all these holes and they would use a lot more glue than they want to. And again, the idea here is to do something as inexpensive as possible because they're just trying to create something to get it out there. They're not worried about quality. They're worried about getting it out there and getting it out there cheaply. So here it is. Here's your padding. It's falling apart. But as you can see, it's 1/8 of an inch of padding. They put another 1/8 of an inch in the heel here as a circle underneath the heel. There you go. Everybody see that? And this is cheaper padding too. It just crumbles. So the Birkenstock padding is a better padding. And that's it, but it's all plastic. There's nothing natural about this item. There's no cork, there's no leather. It's just a cheap knockoff is all it is. I recommend that you save your $40, add it a couple of more times, and buy a genuine pair of Birkenstocks. If something is too good to be true, it usually is. Have a great day. Ciao!